Hello everyone! Welcome to Untitled Tailoring. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a few tips and tricks and alterations that I do in my real life as a tailor, and this time is long dress version. So let's get started with this one. This is kind of a neat long dress, and of course it has a lining, but the lining is a little too tight and a little too short for my customer's taste. So she asked me to lengthen that lining. So I'm gonna show you that lengthened part because there is a little trick to perfectly lengthen any dress. Here I am trying to find the right fabric because if you use kind of the same material, the job looks better, and I know that I have somewhere that fabric. I found this one. This is an alteration I did, and my customer brought two dresses because she wanted to use the fabric of one dress to make a big sleeve in the second dress. And I think this material is perfect for this one. So of course I want to lengthen that dress. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to open the hem, and this hem has like a lock stitch and it's so easy to open. You see, I just pull the thread and that's it. You just have to be sure to remove like a 2 or 3 stitches from one side, and then at the other side you go. I open as well the sides because I'm gonna be adding material, but we have done that so many times that I just want to concentrate in this video on the part of adding length. So this is the fabric for adding the length, and here I have to make a little bit of math, but not really too complicated. The first thing I'm gonna do, and this is the most important, I'm going to mark exactly the edge of the original dress, and that's it. This is the trick. Let's go to the other. Now that I mark it, I can iron that hem just to remove all the creases so it will look better. Now that I have my original dress without any marks or anything, let's do a little bit of math. I have to calculate the length of the hem of my original hem, and then I'm gonna check how much I need to lengthen the dress. For example, let's say that you need 3 inches. You have to add the seam allowance, which will be about half an inch because it will be 1/4 for the top and 1/4 for the bottom part. And then you will have to add the hem you wanna do, but if the hem is the same as the original, then you don't have to add it because it will be the same. Then when you have your piece, what you're gonna do is just sew the 2 pieces and look how flat it looks. For the back part, I'm gonna do the same. As you can see, there is a little curve there. Usually, most of the dresses and skirt have a curve in the hem. So the trick is to copy the curve before you sew it. That way you can make your lining all flat and nice. Let me show you the result. You see, it looks all nice and flat. Now that I see that it's okay, I can proceed and iron, so it's nice. You see, the iron is my helper, but the iron cannot make the job for me. Do you understand? So for my next tip, I have this dress. My customer is so beautiful. She looks fantastic. But look at that. This dress has an asymmetrical cut at the hip area, and I have to take in at those seams, and it has a ruffle. So I have a triple problem here. I as well have to fix that strap, but yeah, I can give you that tip too. Look how ugly the ruffle look at the sides. This is a design mistake. You cannot finish the sides in a tip and pretend that you can add a ruffle. That doesn't work this way, but still I'm gonna try to fix that. So pretty much I'm gonna start by taking all my seams, and of course I have to remove the ruffle, make the new seam, and then I have to put the ruffle back. I'm doing that with all my seams, one problem at a time. Okay, let's start with the first one. You see, now I have kind of the ruffle that is bigger than the space, right? That's my first problem. But this one is very easy to fix because it's a ruffle chiffon. So I just need to open that ruffle a little bit more and ease the material and sew that back. Do you see how I step on the seam allowance, leaving a little bit of flexibility so it doesn't pull? Now I can iron and this part will be okay. For the second one that is at the side seams, it's pretty straightforward because I just have to reduce that ruffle. For that, I'm just marking where the seam allowance will be at each side, and then I'm just gonna reduce the size of the ruffle, and I'm gonna make exactly the same French seam that it was before and join the ruffle to the body. That was easy too, right? I'm trying to make sure that the lines will match. You know, you always want that. Here you go. You see? It looks nice, huh? So, second solved. Now let's do the hardest one. And honestly, that wasn't in my agenda. So I'm gonna do exactly the same I did before. I'm gonna measure until where I have to take in my ruffle each side. And then I'm gonna cut the excess of ruffle, let's say, because this is the side seam, right? And I'm gonna do as well as I did at the other side, my French seam. And the trick here is to try to not sew over the seam. So I went from left to the seam and from right to the seam, leaving the seam without sewing. You see, let me show you. You see how even the seam allowance I didn't even sew on top? I clip it, and that way it will look way better. Now for the strap, it's way easier than you think. I just have to open that strap about 1 inch to 1.5 inches at each side of the broken part. And then I'm gonna put my two strap like at 90 degrees, like a not straight. I put it like a 90, like I'm making a square at L. And then I'm gonna cut diagonal from one corner to the other. And then, you know, you iron and then you fold it back and top stitch. That's it. You see? Now it's clean and nice. And my dress is finished. It looks very nice. I just erased the marks. This is why you see a little bit wet, but don't worry, that will disappear. And let's take a look at the seam allowance with the ruffle. You see, look, this was the most difficult one, the one at the sides. It's all done. For my next, I have a story. Well, it's a trick too. My customer is getting married. I have to do some alterations to the side, not really a big job, but I need to shorten that dress. And as you can see, this is a very, very, very beautiful dress. But as it is a little bit mermaid cut, I offer her to sew on a little bit of horsehair on the hem. That way the dress will kind of open. But this one, as you can see, is a very thin and a small horsehair. It won't do a huge job. It just will keep the shape the way it is. And my customer, you know, she's very minimalistic. And the last thing she wanted is to look like a cake. You know what I mean? And she's like and I'm like yes. And she's like And then she said, what if I don't like it? I cannot imagine it. And I told her, if you don't like it, I'm just gonna open it and do it again without that. That's it. This is where I'm not really good businesswoman, because you shouldn't offer yourself to do a job twice. But I was very, very convinced that this was the course of action that we needed to take. So she said, well, okay. I do my hem, as you see. I didn't cut the train, just the front part, and join everything together. And now my hem is nice and open. Look at that. When the customer came, she was so happy. As you can see, it doesn't change anything about the dress, but that's what I'm looking for, that the dress be the same. After she got married, she said, oh, thank you so much. Everybody was asking me if the dress was custom made. She was so happy. That was a risk I took, but because I believe in that. Lastly, I have a big job on taking in that skirt. I'm not gonna explain everything, but as you can see, this is a very elaborate skirt and it's made in panels, and I have to take in. So what I did is to measure how much I need to take in. And instead of taking everything in one side or both sides, I just go open the whole waistband at the back, and then I go and take in each panel. So any panels will look too little or too big besides the other one. Do you understand? And I know I've seen some of my colleagues that they would want to just take in, ignoring that those panels are there, but I kind of don't feel comfortable if I do it that way. Of course, I ask the customer. I tell the customer, look, this is a big job. Do you want to do it the right way, or do you want to do it fast way? And she said, no, I want to do it the right way. So, that's the customer decision. Is done, and my customer was ready to go to a wedding party with it, and of course with a lot of more things that I did. Indians' weddings are big. So these are some few tricks that I put all together in one video. If I was too fast and you need a little bit more detail, let me know in the comments. And if you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!